Welcome to the first episode of Ask an Astronaut, the only show where you get to ask an astronaut whatever you want. I'm your host, Astronaut Tom. Our first question comes from Ralph from Papillion, Nebraska. Hey Ralph. Dear Astronaut Tom, what's the big deal about the black hole we've been hearing about recently? I thought we already knew about black holes. Thanks for your question, Ralph. You're right, we did know about black holes. In 1915, Albert Einstein's theory of relativity proved the existence of black holes, or at least made them a possibility. Interestingly enough, Einstein didn't believe in them. But as time went on, more and more astrophysicists discovered that, yeah, there are black holes out there, and they're terrifying. But until recently, we didn't have a picture of one. That is until this past April, when an international team led by Dr. Katie Bowman took the first picture of a black hole. So that's why it's a big deal, Ralph. Thanks for asking. This next question is also from Ralph. Dear Astronaut Tom, when you were in space, did you ever encounter a black hole? Great question. No, actually, I did not encounter a black hole in space. I did most of my missions on the International Space Station, which is in low Earth orbit, about 1,200 miles above Earth's surface. The nearest black hole that we know of is 3,000 light years away, 1.8 to the 16th power miles away. Since 1,200 is less than 1.8 times 10 to the 16th power miles away, no, I did not encounter a black hole, but I did get closer than most people. Fun fact, it's kind of my goal to go through a black hole someday and come out the other side intact. I just want to see what it feels like. Can't be any worse than the Game of Thrones finale. Moving on, Hannah from Des Moines. Dear Astronaut Tom, should I smoke? No. Our last question today comes from Emily in Omaha. Yo Tom, should I become a programmer? I'm sick of my job and I need a change. But I don't know if I want to go back to college and start all over again. That's a stupid question. You don't need to go back to college to learn how to become a programmer. You can teach yourself. In fact, that's what a lot of people do. And there are endless free resources online to get you started, ranging from the really simple Minecraft and Scratch games for kids, all the way to free online code schools like Code Academy. I mean, let's be honest though, it takes a lot of hard work and willpower and dedication to just teach yourself how to do something like code. That's why most people have teachers in life. A teacher is a benefit because they can monitor your progress and let you know what mistakes you're making so that you're not just out on your own. But I feel you. You don't want to go all the way back to school for another 4 years, rack up a bunch of debt. So you could do this teach yourself mode, just like you can buy a guitar and go on YouTube and watch tutorials and teach yourself how to play. But, most people like to take music lessons because they have a teacher and that helps. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. But if it doesn't, let's think about Star Wars. Yeah, you can develop Jedi powers on your own, like Rey, but not everyone is as kick-butt as Rey is. So you need a master if you want to become a full-fledged Jedi. That's why I recommend you go to Code School. Code School is like boot camp for coders. It'll teach you everything you need to know in a finite amount of weeks, but you don't have to spend years going back to school. You can just learn exactly what you need to know to get the skills you need to get a job as a programmer and build from there. You need practice. Like, they didn't just let me drive the space shuttle. I had to practice for many weekends to be able to do that. If you're in the Omaha, Nebraska area and you want to become a full-fledged programmer, check out the Interface Web School. Interface is the area's only federally credited nonprofit code school. In just 2 nights a week and as little as 14 weeks, you can go from neophyte to neo-bright. That only works if you know what the word neophyte means. Interface also has Java and .NET classes for people who want to become full-stack developers, which is a pretty in-demand position. They've got COBOL classes, data science, even an evidence-based innovation course. Just contact hello@interfaceschool or call 402-345-5025. You could also attend a free 3-hour Introduction to Web Development workshop at a community location near you. So I hope you go for it, Emily. It's a really great career. Personally, I'm glad that I switched from astronaut to programmer. Being an astronaut is really cool and everything, but weightlessness really takes a toll on your body in a way that programming doesn't. So that's it for this week's episode of Ask an Astronaut. If you have a question for me, just email therealastronauttom@gmail.com, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.